Good day, everyone. We are here today to present the results of our Occupational Safety and Health Compliance Checklist, which is based on Philippine laws like RA 11058 and DOLA Department Order Number 19818 or DO 19818, as well as the international standard ISO 45001. Our goal was to assess the workplace compliance across 8 critical safety and health areas.
So here are the summary of compliance status. As you can see from our analysis, the workplace has achieved a commendable status in several areas, but we also identified crucial gaps that require immediate attention. In compliant areas are areas for improvement. We have personal protective equipment, machine guarding, cutting and lacerations, hygiene and health services. So on our need improvement, we have slips and trips and falls, hazard communication or HAZCOM, ergonomics and manual handling. In compliant areas or the good news, we are happy to report strong compliance in the following areas. Personal protective equipment or PPE. The employer is compliant by providing appropriate PPE free to charge to workers based on their specific job hazards. Machine equipment guarding. The company ensures that all sharp or moving equipment have appropriate guards and uses a lock-out, tag-out procedure for maintenance, which is a key safety measure under DOLE OSHS Rule number 1200. So, areas that need improvement, the focus on our report. The most critical part of our presentation is to address the 3 categories that have a status of need improvement. These represent unaddressed risks that could lead to serious injury. So, sa issue 1, we have slips, trips, and falls. So, sa legal basis, DOLED or DO 19818 Section 12 compliance requirement, the requirement is to implement effective control measures like using non-slip floors, floor mats in wet areas, and immediately cleaning up spills. So, the problem, our assessment shows the control measures are insufficient. This non-compliance means workers are at high risk of falling, which is one of the leading causes of workplace injuries. So our recommendation or action plan, strict housekeeping and implement a rigid policy of see something, clean something. Engineering control. Install proper drainage and highly visible anti-slip flooring in all areas prone to wetness. Visual aids. Ensure that the wet floor signs are always used when cleaning or when spills occur. Issue 2. Hazard communication or HAZCOM. Legal basis, DO 19818, Section 14. Compliance requirement. Proper labeling and storage of all catering chemicals, sanitizers, and pest controls. Furthermore, the safety data sheet or SDS must be readily accessible.
So, the problem on this, the non-compliance here suggests that chemical containers may be unlabeled or employees do not know where to find the SDS. This poses a major hazard because employees might misuse a chemical or fail to administer proper first aid during an exposure incident. So, recommendation or action plan, labeling system, implement a clear standardized labeling system for all chemical containers, including secondary containers. SDS Center establish a designated, easily accessible location for all safety data sheets and ensure all employees know how to retrieve and understand them. HAZCOM training. Conduct mandatory training for all personnel on chemical handling and use of the SDS.
Issue number 3: Ergonomics and Manual Handling. Legal basis: ISO 45001 and DOLE DO 198-18 Section 12. Compliance requirement: conduct risk assessment and control measures for repetitive tasks and heavy manual handling. Lifting sacks of flour or delivery boxes. The problem: the current process likely exposes workers to the risk of musculoskeletal disorders or MSDs, such as chronic back pain or carpal tunnel syndrome, due to improper lifting techniques or poor workstation design. Recommendation: Action Plan. Ergonomic assessment: conduct a formal ergonomic assessment of high-risk tasks. Training: provide mandatory training on proper body mechanics and safe lifting techniques. Mechanical aids: invest in mechanical aids such as hand trucks, forklifts, or dollies to minimize the manual effort required for handling heavy loads.
So, here are the conclusion of our report. While the company maintains a good level of compliance in fundamental safety requirements, the immediate focus must shift to mitigating the risk of slips, trips, and falls, ensuring full compliance with hazard communication, and implementing an effective ergonomics program. Addressing these three areas is not just a legal requirement, it is a vital step in creating a safer and healthier working environment for every employee as mandated by the Philippine OSH law.